Welcome to Wednesday morning, Tom Camp. What's wrong with your broadband? It's stupidly slow. Let me have a look. Right. That's why. Somebody on this server is downloading a film. Milkman comes round 5. It's not how you spell comes for a start. And you know what? The third one was better, so I'm just going to stop that download. There you go. Should be fine now. Here is your wrestling news. We have details of a botched WWE Raw finish from Monday night. A WWE Legend is making their Impact Wrestling debut, and Jon Moxley reveals when he'll retire from wrestling. We'll talk about it in a bit. We start with Monday Night Raw, and it was a mixed bag of the graps on Monday. We had a belter of a match between Riddle and Sheamus. Whew! Beefy occasion that was. And we had a great match with New Day and the Hurt Business once it got started. We had that thing where the match began, then there was a double count out, MVP convinced the New Day to get back involved, and then from there we had a great match between the teams. Now, that didn't quite go as according to plan, according to Wrestling Observer, who say that that was a bit of a botch with the double count out. What we were meant to see was Cedric Alexander hoying Kofi Kingston to the floor and Kofi unable to make the 10 count, and therefore Hurt Business winning by count out and then convincing the New Day to put the belts on the line once again. However, because Shelton Benjamin was outside having a bit of a fight with Kofi, both teams ended up not making the count of 10. And it was a double count out. So they kind of had to rework it from there. Thankfully, it didn't differ too much from the original plan. So they were able to retcon and crack back on. But this is the referee doing the referee thing. And this has come up in conversation a few times where the referee treats the matches like they're legitimate matches. So he'll count to 3. It's the wrestler's job to kick out as and when they need to. And he'll count to 10, and it's the wrestler's job to get back in the ring as and when they need to. And they didn't make the 10 count, so the referee had to call the match. They called a touch of an audible as they went through this one, and then the match continued as it was meant to. But eagle-eyed people may have spotted a touch of the confusion that occurred during that bit there, where it all broke down and then the match restarted. Because we were only meant to get one team counted out, not 2. So as The Undertaker is beginning life in retirement, kicking back, doing some DIY, maybe going through his football card collection, swapping 29 skulls for 29 bowls, one WWE legend is set to make a return to the ring, and that is Jazz. So she was chatting with Chris Van Vliet not that long ago, saying that she was planning this big comeback tour, this one more year of wrestling before knocking it on the head, like a retirement tour of Jazz. But then the world caught fire, so that didn't happen. Consequently, she just announced via Chris Van Vliet's show that, you know what, I'm just done with wrestling now. I'm happy just to wander away here. And then last night on Impact Wrestling, Jordynne Grace answers the question as to who her tag team partner is in the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championship Tournament. And lo and behold, it's Jazz! Jazz is officially back in the ring. Next week is the first round match for Jordynne Grace and Jazz as a team. What a unit Jordynne Grace and Jazz are going to be. I'm very excited. You could say I'm jazzed to see this match go down. They're just both are going to bring so much to that division. I kind of think they might even get to the finals of the tournament. I feel like they've got what it takes to become maybe in the Knockouts Tag Team Champs. That'd be great. Jazz is a great get for Impact Wrestling as well. I've said this before here on the news video and elsewhere that I believe Impact Wrestling has the greatest women's locker room in the wrestling world today. Just rivals every other promotion out there. Just a variety of styles and presences, and adding Jazz to that mix, a veteran, a legitimate legend of the game that's only going to do great things, and that's a great get for Impact Wrestling. Some great news for fans of the National Wrestling Alliance. It's coming back, baby! When we were last in the office doing normal things before the world caught fire, I believe the last news video that we did together, Adam and I talked about NWA Power closing up shop during the pandemic. They cancelled the Crockett Cup and they cancelled all future dates, and then it all went very quiet. And happy to report that via the mouth of Joe Galley, on the YouTube channel last night. NWA Power might not be coming back, but NWA is, with a brand new show called Shockwave, and it starts next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Now, according to the description that was put out online, beginning next Tuesday, NWA will showcase matches produced in collaboration with the United Wrestling Network, including matches that have never been seen anywhere before. In the coming weeks, you will see once again the best of professional wrestling, including Nick Aldis, Thunder Rosa, Eli Drake, Aaron Stevens, Camille, and many more. This is really exciting. It's not the NWA Power return, no, but it's certainly a step in the right direction. There was a lot of concern about the future of the NWA when we saw people leaving the company, becoming a free agent, being released from their contracts, not renewing, heading to WWE, heading to AEW. So the fact that they are back on the books, kind of, getting back in the groove, I am very, very happy to see this. Big congratulations to Xavier Woods, who achieved a bit of a dream in the last couple of hours. He's been announced as one of the new presenters of G4. So this was the multimedia video game network that shut back in 2014. It's making a comeback next year, and they put out the word that they were looking for new presenters. And Twitter came alive supporting Austin Creed. And lo and behold, following a trending hashtag that pushed for Creed to join G4, he has now officially been announced as one of the hosts. And beginning next year, he'll be working as part of the revamp and the rebirth, the reimagining of G4. What a marquee year for Xavier Woods. Despite being out of action for most of it, he's seen Up, Up, Down, Down, his YouTube gaming channel, go from strength to strength. He is now featured in Gears of War as a playable character, and he's going to be hosting the rebirth of G4. It's a good time to be Xavier Woods, isn't it? Bobby Lashley, but not Bobby Lashley. Jon Moxley, said you, Justin Roberts, you lovely tongued man, you. Jon Moxley chatting to Renee Paquette on Renee's new podcast, Oral Sessions. How did Renee get Jon Moxley for that? Like, she must have pulled some strings to get Jon Moxley as the first guest on her podcast. That must have, I know why, by the way, before you start tippity-tappeting, I know why. This is a bit shut up. So Jon Moxley was chatting to Renee on the debut Oral Sessions podcast, and the conversation came up with what was going to happen in the future as pertains to Moxley's career. And Jon Moxley said, I just keep on doing this at the same pace. I wouldn't have lasted very long. I can feel my physical window. Not that it's closing, but I can feel the distance now. I want to keep it open and extend, and I want to be able to wrestle as long as I possibly can. I would like to be 50 and wrestle. If we had kids, I would like them to be able to come see me wrestle, and I would like to do physical stuff. So over the next year or two, I'll just kind of see where I'm at physically and make a decision. Don't be surprised if in a couple of years' time we do see Moxley start to wind back a little bit on the old wrestling front. If he wants to keep going till 50, like, you know, you cut back a little bit there. And I'd love the idea of Moxley inviting his kids to come and watch him wrestle. Hey kids, come watch Daddy wrap some barbed wire around Uncle Eddie's face. Yay! Can we go to Denny's after? That's your wrestling news. Don't forget, by the way, if you have forgotten, I'm reminding you. If you didn't know, I'm telling you now. Brand new episode of Straight to Hell on the Cultaholic YouTube channel right now, as Ross Tweddle is in conversation with David Arquette. Former WCW World Heavyweight Champion David Arquette is talking about the things in wrestling that he would love to send straight to hell. I'm not going to tell you what any of them are. You have to check out the video for yourself. It's a brilliant interview, and it's just so cool to see Ross and David Arquette just shooting the breeze. Straight to Hell with Ross Tweddle and David Arquette on the Cultaholic YouTube channel right now. Go check it out, or go check out one of the other videos. There's a couple around here. They're very good. Oh, this is from Cultaholic Shop as well. You can get that now. My face is on it, but you can't see it because of... Hang on, let me show you. My face is on it. Just to prove to my mum and dad that I've got a t-shirt with my face on. There I am. There I am. I've got a lovely chin on that. I look lovely. If you'd like me near your appendix, you can go to cultaholicshop.com and get this now. Oh, who wouldn't want Tom Campbell keeping his appendix warm over Christmas? That's what I'm here for. Have a great Wednesday. Stay safe. Love you, bye.